Thank you so much, everyone. We'll begin with just our invocation. We don't have a pastor with us today, and we normally appreciate that, but instead we'll just stop with a moment of silence. So if you'll join me in a moment of silence, please. Okay, thank you very much. It's now 1:30 in the afternoon on August 9th, 2022. If you'll all rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you very much. Attorney Ingalls, do we have certification of the agenda today?
We do, Mr. Chair. My office has reviewed all items on today's agenda, and they all meet legal approval.
Thank you, Mr. Ingalls. And do any commissioners have items for disclosure on the agenda for today?
I have none, thank you.
No, sir.
And I have none either. With that, we'll move to item 2 on our agenda today, which is citizen comment and organizational comments. At this time, you are welcome to comment about any topic other than what is scheduled on today's regular agenda. You will be prompted to comment on those items at the appropriate time. This is an opportunity to share your thoughts and ideas with the board. Please state your name and address prior to making comments. You will have up to 3 minutes. And then commissioner comments, if any, will follow all citizen comments. So let me open it up to any citizen comments. Are there any citizen comments in the room? Okay. Troy, do we have any comments online?
Thank you. Thank you, Commissioner. I have no online comment.
Okay, and with that, I will close citizen comment and move to item 3, which is our consent agenda. Let me start by seeing if there's any citizen comment either in the room or online with regard to our consent agenda. Is there any citizen comment on our consent agenda?
I have no online comment.
Okay, with that, I'll close citizen comment and bring it back to the board for any further discussion and or motion.
I have a motion to approve the requests in all items A through N of the consent agenda.
I will second.
So we have a first and second on the floor. Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signal by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, and that carries 3-0. With that, we'll move to item 4 on our regular agenda for today, which is the Douglas County Economic Development Collaborative Memorandum of Understanding. And we have CJ Gates and Katie Ryder presenting for staff. Katie Carter. Hi, Katie.
Hey, CJ, how do I turn this on? Is it on?
Hi, Commissioners. I am playing the role of CJ Gates today, Katie Carter for Community Development. The item before you this afternoon is the Douglas County Economic Development Collaborative Memorandum of Understanding. So the collaborative is a proposal as a collection of municipalities, special districts, and economic development groups led by Douglas County to actively promote and market the positive attributes of the county. The objective of the collaborative is to actively engage and educate regional and national site selectors, brokers, developers, and business leaders through a variety of media and events as to the business opportunities and environment in Douglas County. As way of background, the Economic Development Forum was originally established in 2009 as a subcommittee of the Partnership of Douglas County Governments. It was put together to identify common objectives and collaborate on economic development efforts, specifically the attraction and retention of primary jobs. Since its formation, the ED Forum has met on a regular basis and will serve as the basis for the Collaborative Technical Advisory Committee. The jurisdictions and entities that make up the ED Forum have collectively worked together to support business needs, share resources and information, and promote Douglas County. Through the work of this group over the last 10 years, the transition to an entity like the collaborative is natural, and the MOU. The collaborative board, as described in the MOU, will include one elected official from Douglas County, Town of Castle Rock, City of Castle Pines, City of Lone Tree, Town of Larkspur, Town of Parker, and the Highlands Ranch Metropolitan District. At this time, it is anticipated that this board will meet on a quarterly basis and will be chaired by a Douglas County Commissioner. The board will provide programmatic guidance to the advisory committee, make recommendations to the Douglas County Board of County Commissioners regarding any potential funding requests, and provide updates to the partnership of Douglas County governments. The Collaborative Advisory Committee will be established to develop proposals and recommendations for the board's consideration regarding programmatic priorities, funding opportunities, and events. The advisory committee will include a staff member from the jurisdictions I just listed, the Douglas County Libraries, the school district, and economic development entities in the region. The committee will also engage subject matter experts from entities like the Aurora South Metro Small Business Development Center and Arapahoe Douglas Works. Based upon resolution of one condition, the MOU to establish the Douglas County Economic Development Collaborative may be approved by the Douglas County Board of County Commissioners, as it complies with all county approval standards and policies. With so many partners working on the MOU, the condition is that prior to the final execution of the MOU in September, staff may make minor technical changes as requested by MOU parties in consultation with the county attorney and county manager. The collaborative partners plan to conduct a signing ceremony in late September, with each of the members represented. This concludes my presentation, and staff is here for any questions you may have. Some of our collaborative partners are in the audience today, and Frank Gray was not able to make it today, but he did want me to pass along his words of support for this concept as well. So thank you.
Great, Katie, thank you so much. I can't say you resemble CJ exactly, but nice job trying. Are there any questions for staff regarding this item on the agenda today?
I have none.
So I will just extend a significant note of thanks to staff, to Katie, CJ, all of our county staff, our legal department, on working on this critical MOU for the county. We've long talked about the incredible value that economic development and our partners demonstrate for all the municipalities, certainly for the county. And no doubt this partnership has been gathering together for many years and operating in a way that really highlights the collaboration that we aspire to in the county. So thank you for that. I would like to give our giants in the room in the EDC world an opportunity to join us at the podium and speak if they would like. I do see Amy Sherman and Jeff Hallwell, as well as Becky Nelson.
Good afternoon. I'm Amy Sherman. I'm with Northwest Douglas County Chamber and Economic Development, and I'm part of the forum that's now the Douglas County Economic Development Collaborative, and I'm the chair this year, and so I am honored to help navigate through this MOU. Commissioner Thomas sits on our board of directors, and I know you both sit on other economic development organizations, and this is just taking our forum and putting a lot of steroids in it and making a national presence with site selectors and our marketing efforts and doing more as a team. So we all work very well together, and we'll continue that great work, and we appreciate our elected officials being more involved in the big vision of economic development in our county. So I just thank the staff for everything they've done to help us get here. So that's it.
Amy, thanks so much for that.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. Jeff Hallwell, City of Lone Tree, also here to say thank you for your leadership in this effort and to all of the partners that are part of this collaborative and have been part of the ED Forum for many years. For Lone Tree, we approved this memo, the Memorandum of Understanding on the City Council agenda last Tuesday. So we've officially passed it through. We'll wait for a signing at the event in late September, and I know many of our partners are working through their processes as well, but we look forward to everything that has to come once we launch this collaborative and have a lot of great work ahead of us. So thank you very much.
Jeff, thank you, and a huge thanks to the City of Lone Tree. Appreciate you. Anybody else from the, okay, Becky Nelson is okay. So I wonder, to you, Amy, as the representative for the Douglas County EDC, if you could just acknowledge acceptance of the one condition as presented.
Should I come back up?
Probably, yeah, if you don't mind.
Amy Sherman, again, we do accept that. What do you call it?
One condition
The
as
one
presented by
condition.
staff.
Thank you very much, yes.
Okay, thank you very much. With that, let me open it up for any citizen comment. Is there any citizen comment either in the room or online with regard to this item 4A on the agenda?
Thank you, Commissioner. I have no online comment.
Okay, thank you, Troy. I'll close citizen comment and bring it back to the board for any further discussion and/or a motion.
Well, I'll just start off by saying, in my prior position before coming here to the board, economic development was extremely important, and we're going to need to fine Frank Gray at least one beer for not being able to make it here today, because it was under his leadership that I think Castle Rock was able to come up with a fantastic economic development plan. Not only what has been executed in the past that I was a part of, but also for the future. And, Amy, thanks for kind of rounding everybody up with Frank, and Jeff Becky, thanks for being a part of it, because I think this is going to be pretty critical piece when we talk about the economic development of Douglas County. And, so many times I'll be talking to ordinary residents and they talk about how great our county is, how great our municipalities are, and it can be so much more, but for or only if. And I really look forward to the county economic development cooperative coming together, putting our heads together, putting our time together, putting our teamwork together to come up with some really great solutions for the people of Douglas County, and hopefully the companies of Douglas County that don't know that they're companies of Douglas County yet. So with that said, if it pleases the board, I do have a motion to approve the Douglas County Economic Development Collaborative Memorandum of Understanding with the one condition as mentioned in the staff memo.
And before I second that, I'd like the opportunity to speak as well. As we've been talking about this along the way, I have been opposed. And this morning on Michael Brown radio show, he was talking, he said, I think Laura Thomas is just a curmudgeon, and I'll tell you why. She questions the spending in Douglas County, and I appreciate that about her. And I say, go girl. So I'm putting on my curmudgeon hat, and I'm saying, I question the spending that this is going to bring to the county. We just heard when staff gave the presentation that the collective will get together and talk about funding opportunities and then come to the county and ask for funding. And I just don't think the county needs to be in this space of economic development. The county government is charged with the health, safety, and welfare of our residents. And I've always watched as the business community built economic development, and that's where I believe it belongs. I don't believe it belongs with taxpayers doing that job, and that's why I will be opposing this.
So let me just ask a question of staff. Is there a financial ask associated with today's application?
This is Katie for staff. There's no financial ask with today's proposal
Whatsoever. Well, thank you for that clarification. And I'm a big believer in EDC and a big believer in the individuals that are here today. We know that your efforts result in site selection, conferences and gatherings and connections with corporations and entities, not only here and regionally, but throughout the country to attract business to our county. And when we have a robust economic corridor, that benefits everybody in our community. We know that from the metrics. That's not just talk. So we really appreciate that. With all due respect to my colleague, no doubt there's been a revamping of our Board of Health where she supported up to $12 million to do that. We've fortunately reduced that down. She also wanted to institute a new judicial district, resulting in about $8 million of cost to the county. This costs nothing. So I think we need to be really clear about what it means to be a fiscal hawk. It doesn't mean just criticizing your colleagues' projects. It means focusing on what's best for the county. I believe this to be a fantastic opportunity to elevate the business community, the private sector, and the economic development corridor. So I will absolutely be in favor. I believe we do have a first and a second. Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signal by saying aye.
Aye. I'm
Aye.
sorry. And I'm opposed, no.
Any opposed?
No.
And that passes 2-1. So with that, we'll move on to item number 5 on the regular agenda, which is other business. Is there any other business? And then item 6 for the county manager and the county manager's report. Nothing from county manager DeBoard. And then finally, commissioner comments.
So the county manager, again, has there's lots of interesting things in his report. And this week he talks about how Douglas County is going to be taking over the management of the recreational activities at Reuter Hess Reservoir. So for years, the residents have been looking at that, trying to figure out when they get to use that amenity. And county government has come together with other governments and come to this resolution. So I'm really excited that Amy Knopp, who's going to be heading this, she's excellent at putting projects together. So stay tuned. This is going to be a great opportunity for the residents. Thank you.
Further commissioner comments?
No, sir.
And I have none either. We'll adjourn and reconvene at 2:30 for our land use and public hearing.